Horror Lies.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Body Bags. I'm MikeyFish Horror, and I'm your Friday host. Yeah, dude, sorry I've been gone for a long time. Just a bunch of stuff got in the way. I was on tour with my band for a little while, and then I got back and had to make up on work, so that was just like working all day. I wasn't able to get to it. Yeah, it's just a shit ton of stuff. And, but I'm back, man. I'm back to do my thing, dudes. Sorry, my torso poster fell down, so I gotta get some new things for that. Pretty pissed off about that. But anyways, that doesn't matter. That's neither here nor there. Check it out, dudes. Today we're gonna be doing this movie right here. Haunting of Rebecca Verlaine. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Haunting of Rebecca Verlaine, not Verlaine. I think it's Verlaine. I'm not sure. Anyways, doesn't matter. Yeah, let's talk about this movie. So this movie's written and directed by Olaf Ittenbach, one of my favorite directors of all time for like German splatter and stuff. I'm a big fan of like low budget splatter flicks, so you know he's kind of like the godfather of that. Not literally, that'd probably be Herschel Gordon Lewis, but you know Olaf for German splatter at least. Olaf is like the man for that, I think at least. Yeah. Anyway, so this movie right here, it's called Haunting of Rebecca Verlaine, and you know the haunting stuff usually scares people off, but this one's a little bit different than most of those movies. So yeah, let's talk about it, dudes. So yeah, Haunting of Rebecca Verlaine. I'm gonna stop saying it. It's also called Garden of Love, and I guess they call it that because at the very beginning, you know, this family, they're in this house, and it's a huge family. I think it's aunts, uncles, everything like that. They're in this house, and they're kind of like hippies, I think. I'm not sure, but they look like they're like hippies or like some sort of cult. Anyways, they all wear like white, like super flowy clothing, I guess. You know, like super loose and whatnot. And they're in a garden, like dancing around and whatnot. So I don't know if that has anything to do with why it's called Garden of Love. But that's at the beginning. I don't know if it's like symbolism or what. But anyways, at the very beginning, they're out there, and it's time for bed and whatnot, and they're all sleeping, and then like these people come in and just like slaughter all of them in this like very gory detail and whatnot. And so they get to Rebecca. She's a little girl at the beginning, and she gets, you know, I think she gets cut up, but like she is the only one that survives, and so now she is an adult, and you know, skip the present day, she's an adult. And now she goes back to this house where all this happened, and now the ghosts are telling her that she must bring back the people that killed them, and they're gonna kill them, basically. That's pretty much what you got, basically, with that. So once they, but the thing is, if she keeps bringing back the wrong people, they don't care who it is, they're gonna kill them anyway. So no matter who she brings, they're gonna kill them. That's pretty much your story. Yeah, sorry for the long, drawn-out stuff. It was a lot of talking when it shouldn't have been. I'm still doing it. My bad. I'm rambling on. I'm sorry. Anyways, my thoughts on this film, pretty freaking tight. A lot of people think it's a little bit slow. That's fine. Whatever. I think it's great. I think it's a lot of fun. And the gore in this movie, Olaf Ittenbach knows what he's doing, man, with that gore. All practicals. It's not like the other haunting movies. It's like super graphic. It is a ghostly, but like a lot different than a ghostly. It's like, you know, super gory. It's like Olaf stuff. So if you've ever seen like The Burning Moon, Premutos, Black Pass, anything like that, you know that it's going to be super graphic. And yes, that is exactly what it is. There's this one scene where this entire SWAT crew goes in there and they all get off. Sorry if that's a spoiler. It's not really. They don't matter. So totally gets offed, and it's just like super, super gory. It reminded me kind of the last 30 minutes of Bone Sickness, just not as long as that. But it is still pretty long, you know, just all these people getting murked and whatnot. So it's pretty awesome. I loved that scene. That's probably one of my favorite scenes. There is a couple scenes that do drag. There's this one scene where this guy's talking, and he kind of seems like he's trying to, you know, really sell it, but he's kind of just monotone and whatnot, and it lasts for like 5 minutes of this monologue. What he's saying is pretty interesting, and I see where he was going with it, but I wouldn't have done it like that, but it is what it is. It's fine. Doesn't bother me that much. It's also filmed kind of like a soap opera, has that kind of gloss, but that's okay. Like a lot of like earlier 2000s, I think this was early 2000s. I don't even know when this was made, honestly. Either way, a lot of like 2000s films were shot like that, where it has that very like almost like a glow to it, kind of like, you know, soap opera movies and whatnot, Lifetime films and whatnot. So, you know, it's filmed like that, but don't let that steer you away. Most of his stuff is like, you know, shot on video or just super low budget, which, you know, this is still like low budget, but it seemed like I had a little bit more budget than what his most of his stuff does. but he kept up with his practical gore effects, which is great. They're a little bit like spread out in this movie, but when they happen, they're like super, super gory, which is awesome. I love this movie, man. This is a lot of fun. Yeah, dudes. I think you could pick this up for dirt cheap. I see this movie all the time at like pawn shops, which is crazy. Like it's all off Ittenbach film, so it's crazy that I just see it floating around everywhere for like $2. So definitely, it's worth the money, man. Definitely check this one out if you can. It's a lot of fun. The Haunting of Rebecca Verlaine, definitely worth picking up. Anyways, guys, yeah, sorry for the short review, and I know I talked a lot about shit that didn't matter. Sorry, I'm just kind of like tired right now, but whatever, dudes. Yeah, dudes, I'm gonna throw on a movie right here in a second. It's gonna be sick. Anyways, guys, yeah, that's Haunting of Rebecca Verlaine. If I had to rate this one, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Some people may say that's way too high, but you know what? It's my favorite kind of film. It's just a lot of splatter and just, you know, just fun gore flick. You know what I mean? So definitely check this out if you ever have time. Hell yeah, dudes. Anyways, guys, I am MikeyFish Horror, and I'll see you guys next Friday. Later, dudes. Glad to be back.